Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a really exciting video that I've wanted to film for a while, and it is my Sfx kit. So today I'm going to be showing you my main kit that I take with me to set. So it's got stuff like my bloods, my palettes and stuff like that in. I do have a separate drawer that has more of like my sculpting kind of bits, my silicone, so if you do want to see that, let me know. But today we'll be focusing on just the main kit that I would take with me everywhere, and it kind of has all my basic needs in it. So yeah, let's go into the video. I've changed positions just so you can see it a little bit better. So this is where I keep my kit. It's the Krylon Zucca bag. So it just comes with this little dust cover that you can take off. So let me take it off. So this is what it looks like without the dust cover. It does have wheels, which makes it so much easier to carry around because I can just pull it. Whereas my other one, I did have the Zucca backpack and it was just way too heavy and didn't fit anything in. So this is the kind of new setup that I've got. So it does have this little flap which opens up the main compartment, but I do have some side pieces. I'm sorry, my dog just wants to be involved in everything. So this is one side of the kit. So in this top pocket I just have some hand sanitizer, because obviously with COVID and stuff you need to be well hand sanitized, and it fits really nicely in this little pocket, which is good. And then in this bigger one I just have my other liquids. So I have a bottle of IPA, which is great for my alcohol activated palette because it's really easy to decant into. I have a this is just a Pro Clean cleansing oil, just to get any of like my glue off after prosthetics. And then in this last bit I just have some acetone for dissolving the edges of some of my acetone prosthetics. So on this side I again have two more pockets. So in this one I just have some clips, and then I've got other hair stuff in this one as well, so like a brush and a comb, and I've got a brolly in the bottom bit because you obviously never know what the weather's going to be like. But that's the side, and then I'll get into the front. So the good thing about this as well is that you can use the top as like a seat because it's quite sturdy, it's quite solid, which is good. So I just lifted the flap open and then I unzipped it, and then this is what the inside kind of looks like, and I'll take you through all the different sections. So in this little bit here I literally just have my Vaseline, and then in the back there's like so many different little zips and stuff, but it's just kind of like my palettes. I do normally have like cotton boards and baby wipes and stuff in here, but I haven't filled them back up yet because I've been using them. And then this is the main section. So these all came with the bag, which are really good, and as you can see there's so much space in there, but I'm just going to take them out and then we'll see them one by one because it's kind of hard to see it like this. So I'm going to start off with the small one first. The reason this one's black and the other ones are blue is just because this is from my backpack when I had it. I just like the size of it because it's really good for storing little bits in. So in here I've just got some like fake glass, I've got my stipple sponges, some cotton buds in there. These are disgusting, I need to wash them. But I've got like my RCA MA powder, there's some like staples, some applicators, some tape, and this really cute little hand palette. So it kind of sits on your hands, so you don't have to put product on your hand, which is quite good. But this is just kind of like an essentials kind of little kit, so it's got all like my little bits in that I'd ever need for doing like looks and stuff. And then I just have this eyeshadow palette, just in case I ever need any colourful eyeshadows. This one is the Carnival 3 palette by Be Perfect, and I won't open it, but it's got some gorgeous kind of bright colours in, which obviously I use more of the bright colours when I'm doing my makeup looks, so that one just kind of sits in there in case I ever need it. So moving on to the first big one, this is where all my bloods are, and it kind of looks messy, but like these are quite hard to kind of keep them straight because there's so much, you kind of just have to pack it in there. But I'll go through ones I've got. So these are clean, but a lot of them, like these ones, they get stained with the bloods, like the white kind of labels, and they don't come off. So they are clean, but they're just really stained. So this one is my Nick Dudman blood. This one's really good, so it's washable. And I've just kind of got a mixture of different types of bloods in here. I've got this one, which is really good. So this is the classic slash and spray blood. It's kind of more of like a dark kind of blood, and because obviously it's got a spray on the top, it's really nice to put on like your clothes, or if you want something to obviously look like it's been blood splattered everywhere, this one's really good. I've got my arterial silicone flow blood, I've got my venom blood from Nails Materials. I've just got a load of different kind of ones. So I've got another spray blood, which one's this is a little bit darker. I've got some eye bloods in here, and as you can see they're very stained. This one's the black one and this one's the red one, so these are really good to put in your eyes as an effect. It isn't very comfy when you put them in your eyes, I won't lie, but it's good if you want to take a picture and then obviously blink it out, but these are really good. So this is my dark mid flow blood. Again, this is kind of like the spray one, but it's in a pori bottle. These are probably my favourite bloods just because they don't like bobble on the skin, if that makes sense. They kind of stay looking quite realistic. So these ones are really good. You can get in different colours. And again, from the same brand, I've got my dried blood, which is kind of good to kind of fill in wounds or anything you need. I've got, again, some more thicker blood from Ben Nye. This is the Fresh Scab. So this, again, is just kind of packing the wounds and making them a little bit thicker and deeper. But I love the Makeup brand. They're really good. I've got quite a few things in here, the Makeup brand, but I've got a zombie blood, a zombie mouth blood. That's when I was doing my uni project, when I was doing a zombie, and I've also got clotting blood. These are really, really good, and they're quite cheap. They're not too bad. Again, some more Makeup dried blood. This is from the same brand. They are really good. If you're looking for a kind of cheaper kind of brand but does really good products, I'd go with these ones. The Pigs Might Fly is really good as well. So this is the wound filler. Again, it's more of like a thicker, gloopier blood. Again, these are really good for filling in wounds. And I've got the Ben Nye Sage Blood. This one's quite old actually. You probably need to throw it in the bin. But it's probably one of like the first bloods I ever got. And then the rest of these are kind of Sfx, most of them again from Makeup. I have the Snow Paste, which is really good if you want to do like a frostbite kind of look. It's literally just like fake snow. It's so good. It feels really weird as well. I recently bought a blister gel, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know how to use it. I've been trying to look at tutorials, but I can't really figure it out. So if you know how to use this, please let me know. Got my glycerin gel from Makeup again. So this just makes everything look really wet and gloopy. I've got foaming mouth, which you put in your mouth to give you more of like a foamed mouth effect. This one's horrible actually, but it gives you a good effect. The labels wore off, but I've got fake pus again from Makeup. This is really good to make stuff look really infected. I've got two bruise gels, one in purple and one in yellow. So these are really good. You can literally apply a little bit of these and it'll give you a really realistic bruise effect. And then the last two things I have in here is just my spirit gum to stick on different bits, and then I've got a rotten tooth stain pen, which again was for my zombie when I did it with uni. So in this one I have all of my activated palettes, the IPA palettes. These are probably the best for colouring your prosthetics because they're really realistic. You can use the grease paints, which I'll show you some in a minute, but I just prefer these ones because they give you more of like a realistic look. So I have a few different brands in here, but this is the first one I ever got. This is the Illustrator from Pam. It literally just has all your basic kind of shades in. It's worn and torn, but it's really loved. It's a really good palette. I've got the Susan Boyle's Pus palette, which is as disgusting as you think. It's literally just got like all your pus kind of colours you could ever need, really. It's disgusting. The Ripper palettes are probably my favourite ever palettes for IPA. They're not too expensive either, and they're actually quite big. So I've got the Bloody and I've got the White Flesh in the bigger ones. So this is what they look like inside. Obviously they're dry now, but obviously when you activate with the IPA, they turn into really nice colours. So this is the Light Flesh palette, and this one is the Bloody palette. This is probably my favourite. So then I have two of the minis. Again, I have the Bloody one. It's because I had this one and then I bought the big one, and then I have the Dark Flesh palette as well for the skin tones. And then the rest of these are all the Dashbow palette, but I've got more of a brighter coloured. They've just got all different kind of colours, and then these ones are really good. These ones aren't as expensive even. They've got kind of like flesh tones in them, and yeah, they're, as you can see, very loved, but they are very good palettes. So this one is more of my cream coloured box. So I've got my Krylon Super Colours, like a big white one, which I used when I did Halloween makeup. It's really good, they're really pigmented. And I've got some more Mayron ones. This is just a cream metallic silver, and then I've also got the cream metallic gold. These are really good and pigmented. And then I've got tons of the Snazaroo face paint. These are really good to add a bit of detail. I don't use them too much. They're good if you kind of want to shove down a little bit of colour really fast. So I've got them in all different kind of colours. So then I've got some minis of the Super Colours because they are quite expensive, but they're really good. And they last you a really long time as well. So I've got the orange, the red, and then I've got this gorgeous kind of lilac purple, which I used when I did my Ursula kind of look. I just got a little bottle of water in here. Again, it's like full of glue. I've tried to clean it, but it's just, there's no saving it. So yeah, this is just a little bit of water for the face paints. So I have two of the Scar Wax. I have a massive one upstairs in my drawers, but these are the ones I kind of just bring with me. So this is one I kind of made myself. It's literally kind of blood coloured Scar Wax. So I literally just took old Scar Wax and then mixed it with blood, which are really good for filling in wounds as well. Then I have the Krylon Sign Wax. So I've not used too much because I kind of prefer the Mayron Sim Wax, but just kind of good for a quick little prosthetic. But I normally use pre-made or I make my own prosthetics. This one is a camouflage palette that I got from uni. As you can see, it's broke but it's just got some good kind of nude colours in there. And then this is my Krylon cream products. Again, as you can see, it's being used and abused, but these are just really good and they're really pigmented, so you don't actually need a whole lot, but they're just really thick, so these are really good for kind of like body painting as well. I mainly use these more on myself than on clients. I mainly use my alcohol activated on clients, but these ones are really good as well. And then these are my last one. I've literally just used these on the clients. That's why some of them are a little bit dirty and they're kind of in the wrong places. I need to give them a thorough clean, but I thought as it was out, I'd just kind of do this video really quickly. So this is my MAC Cream Paints palette. Should be in with the other one, but like I said, I've literally just used them, so they're kind of here, there and everywhere. But this is a really good palette. I think it was 60 quid, but as you can see, it has like more of the cream paints in, as you can see. It kind of goes everywhere. It's really hard to keep clean, but yeah, used and abused, but it's really good. I have some KY jelly, which is good just for adding a bit of wetness to the prosthetics. I have Krylon Fix and Spray, so this is kind of like an IPA spray over your prosthetics to keep them on. I have the Derma Shield, the Ultimate Skin Protect. So this is really good to protect your skin before you put any glues or anything on it. So I'll apply this and I'll apply my prosthetic. I have some Prose cream, which I don't know what's happened to that, but it's a really thick Prosaid basically, and you use it in places where if your prosthetic isn't gone down good enough, then you can put this over top and it'll kind of smooth it out. Then I have a mini Prosaid in here. I do have a massive one upstairs, so I normally just kind of fill this one up with the big one just so I can carry it around. Silicone adhesive in here as well. Next I have a big liquid latex, which is just good to keep on hand. And then I have my anti-shine spray, which is just good to like mattify your prosthetics. So I have my Prosaid remover, which is key for getting that Prosaid off, because I'm not joking, it will literally stay on me for like a week. It's the hardest thing to remove ever. It is good for using prosthetics, but it will not come off. I just have a Pritt stick in here. I mainly use this to kind of stick down my eyebrows. I have a collodion in here, which is really good for creating scars. And then the last thing I have in here is my silicones. So you mix them together and you can create a silicone that you can make prosthetics with, and it dries down hard. And that is everything. If you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what your favourite Sfx product is. Like I said in the beginning, if you do want to see my drawers that you have more of my Sfx in, please let me know. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!